Promo. Get 50% discount on our land sales for our Phase 2 estate. It's your best bet to have the government build for you at no extraordinary cost. But I would like to reveal to you some of the great infrastructures in this location before you visit it. You will definitely love the infrastructures in this location, I must confess. First, there are two categories of infrastructures here: the internal infrastructures, otherwise known as the estate provided infrastructures, and the external infrastructures, which represents government provided social amenities to allow for easy access by inhabitants of this environment. Starting with the external infrastructures, I would like to list a few existing ones as well as ongoing projects here. And this include one, on access to health facilities. The general hospital here is presumed by most people to be the best in terms of facilities and services compared to other general hospitals in satellite areas of Abuja, including the city center. While that remains the main face for health infrastructures, there are tens of primary healthcare centers, private hospitals, clinics, and pharmacies operating constantly with utmost interest in the well-being of people in this location. On access roads, uh, this location remains one of the very best in the whole satellite towns in the Federal Capital Territory. The reasons are not far-fetched. I can confirm that 90% of all the internal roads for inhabitants in this location are all tarred except for a few locations like ours that are just developing. This, of course, can be confirmed by taking a look at our phase one, with its road neatly and beautifully constructed to link up with Kefi directly from Karshi instead of allowing inhabitants to go through Nyanya Maraba access. On access to electricity, it will shock you to know that this has continued to be one of the major attractions to this location by the many inhabitants. To say the least, electricity is constant for at least 22 hours in a day or less, or probably 18. Though some people claim it is because it boundaries FCT and Nasarawa, but for me, I strongly believe it is because of the development plan put in place for this location, which reduces the pressure of users on the transformers. Almost every estate has its transformer in this location. On access to water, again another very important and beautiful providence that the inhabitants of this location enjoy. The water supply remains very consistent since I discovered this beautiful city. In fact, during the last administration, a dam construction was awarded to a company to assist the generation of electricity, as its waterfalls have the potential to generate electricity. That project can be seen along the major road as you head towards the federal government secondary school and the general hospital. On access to schools, anyone who has visited this location, especially the high income and average families all around the country, will attest to the fact that there are beautiful schools here. One of the most popular is the Loyola Jesuit, located along the road as you drive into the city of Karshi. Besides the school is the presence of federal, state government schools, and as well as private owned crèche, nursery, primary, and secondary schools. Also is the proposed Nasarawa State Polytechnic and the Ave Maria University in the same location that is ongoing. Construction is ongoing for that. Now, on access to local markets, the Karshi town has one of the safest markets and easily accessible hub for whatever products one needs. And one of its greatest advantages include the cheap agricultural products, especially fruits and dairy products. There are also shopping malls within the township that operate till late hours every day and provide settlers with the best services and products, as it is obtainable in high market traffic locations like Wuse, Gwarimpa, and the likes. Now let's talk about internal infrastructures. Trump Hills, in line with the approvals obtained from the Nasarawa State Development Control Department, has totally every requirement established in its development plans. Some of these include the major gate with security details and modern CCTV cameras to monitor the entire activities in the estate to be mounted. A top-notch clinic facility to be operated by experts from this field, and an emergency unit on standby for emergency cases. These open for sale in case you are interested. Within the health facility is a pharmacy to support the clinic as well. Shopping mall to handle sales of the everyday needs as well as other fast-moving consumer goods too. Accessible roads within the estate and leading to each apartment is part of the development control criteria for the approval. For car parking space, each occupant would have a parking space for at least two cars within the house. However, the roads are wide enough to allow for visitors to park as well. And in cases where you have fleets of cars, the road network within the estate, as designed with a strict monitoring of development control, is such that allows for a free flow of traffic within the estate with no interference whatsoever. Each occupant will also have a mini garden within their confines to allow for sit outs with family and friends. The serenity of the environment will definitely warrant this kind of gesture for family. A taste of nature, I must say. Design for nursery, primary, and secondary school space has been provided as guided by development control as well. Prayer grounds for both Christians, Muslims, and whatever religion is also there. Central control generated water supply for the entire state at a considerable price will be commissioned to prevent personal boreholes that will tamper with the earth's strength that is holding the buildings. There's also a central sewage system that will be provided. On electricity, we have a plan in place that allows for central transformer for where distribution will be done into various apartments and the cost will be borne by each occupant of the estate, just the same as you have been doing elsewhere. And guess what? Bills will be paid by the Federal Mortgage Bank as well. This is important to let you know that the partnership with the Federal Mortgage Bank support is strictly with these conditions in place, and that's why we have no choice but to effect it as soon as possible. Now, I want you to join the list of those preparing to take one of the greatest opportunities of their lifetime today by grabbing a piece of land from this ongoing promo. Remember, we're just looking for 20 subscribers each from these various prototypes we've mentioned, and you have to do it fast. Our promo is a 50% discount in price from the ordinary and for the ordinary man, and we are not just selling lands but helping you to build your equity contribution to the National Housing Support Program. Visit our website, Trump Hills, www.trumphillsrealestate.com, to see the various offers and corresponding prices, as well as the expected process to enable you to take advantage today. So please call the numbers on the screen for more details if you so desire. Thank you and remain blessed.